Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So, I shared with you the sample of the stealth wax. Have you had a chance to try it?
I didn't get a chance to try it, but I've got like some of my people try it, and they said that it's quite an interesting thing. So I'd love
Yeah,
to know more about it. Yeah.
yeah. It's a great wax
Mm-hmm.
on the car, and when you put it on, it looks beautiful. And there's actually another feature that it has, which is radars have a really hard time picking it up. So
Okay.
sometimes you can get away with speeding, and so you can look good and not get pulled over by a traffic
That sounds
officer
even more
for
interesting.
speeding. Yeah, so there's some interesting features there. But yeah, what you know who really likes to have waxed cars? Middle aged men. Middle-aged men with what happens to them when they reach 45 is they like to buy sports cars,
Okay.
or it's
Okay.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm getting up there in age, and I'm starting to think about it myself. And
Okay.
yeah, the boss I was working for, he just bought one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And but they're also family men, so they care about costs, a little bit, and looking good. So our wax product, keeps the car looking good, and helps shave down the cost of a ticket or two every now and then. So we really think it can be a great opportunity to market this product
Mm-hmm.
to that demographic in the United States. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's a good plan, but I'm just a little bit curious about what is going to be our marketing strategy.
Yeah,
Because there are, as you know, like there are good quality waxes available in the market
absolutely.
as well, but I think what is more important is to make it a little distinct. So what are you thinking in terms of the extra feature which you have, like how
Yeah.
are you thinking of portraying it?
Well, have you heard of the Dollar Shave Club?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so they have a pretty good marketing campaign, right? Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I've heard that it's very interesting. Maybe you can talk a little on that if you want to, and
Yeah, yeah.
if
So
you
like,
want.
razor blades. I see it as very similar to wax. You got to do it
It's
every
like
now
a,
and
yeah,
then, but
utility.
it's hard to differentiate the model, or to differentiate the brands.
That's correct.
But Dollar Shave Club has a really smart approach. One is they have a viral marketing campaign to talk about how their product is better,
Mm-hmm.
and it's cheaper. So we want to kind of replicate that model, but
Mm-hmm.
more importantly, we want to replicate the subscription model.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, how often do we wax our cars? Like, when was the last time you waxed your car?
So maybe, like 2 months back, something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. So we want to, but that's a wax. The typical wax wears off within a month. And
Yeah.
so, you forget. You have to go, you have to get a wax, and then you have to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a subscription model where we mail it to you, and we mail you all the materials that you need, you got your bottle, you got your materials, you get in the mail, it, and then the weekend you just wax on, wax
Yeah.
off, right? So we keep it simple. We get a
Mm-hmm.
subscription model, give them a little discount at first to get them started. That way, we keep them on our books. We remind them, and we make it very easy for them, so they don't need to go out and get it. So we want to
Okay,
do a
but just
subscription
to
model.
clarify things, so but we are not portraying the extra feature on our marketing, right? We are we thinking of like talking to them when they are going to buy it,
Yeah. So
under
that
keeping it under
yeah
covers, and that also brings me to another question. So is this product legal
yeah.
to be used in the
Oh
US?
yeah, absolutely. There are no legal issues with the product right now, and you brought up an interesting point about how will they know about this product.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do with our sales in our sales approach, or the initial test, is we're going to work with car washes
Mm-hmm.
and service dealerships. So we're going to train the people that work there
Mm-hmm.
to sell our product,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to give those dealers a good deal when they talk it up, and get them to initially sell the product.
Got it. Got it.
So they are our boots on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they see the car, they see the person
Mm-hmm.
who's driving the car, so they understand the customer and they can identify whether this
Feature will go down with them.
exactly, right. So we're going to use them to
Mhm.
help be our brand representatives
Mm-hmm.
and introduce our wax to the customer. And on our product, it says there's a subscription model, so that they can tag
Okay.
on, maybe for like a 50 cents off,
So what is
and get into the subscription plan.
yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but like
No.
what seems to be like the break even? When do we start making revenues? Like, do you have a timeline made for that? And the way
Yeah.
you're going to target sales and stuff, like, do you have a plan of that elaborately?
Yeah, so absolutely. So we have a few different states that we want to focus on, tied to our demographic and the use of cars, and a couple of different car models that we've looked at. California is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania on the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
and Texas. Okay, so these are large states with fairly straight highways. And lots of like a higher population of our demographic. So we want to focus on those areas.
Okay.
What we've analyzed, at least for the since we're a startup, for the first 6 months, we want to sell. So I actually have the plan right here. But if we sell
Okay.
$10
Maybe I
a
would
bottle.
need to have a detailed, like a
Oh yeah,
longer look at it
absolutely, yeah. But if we sell at $10 a bottle,
Mm-hmm.
we'd be able to get our break even points, within 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that
it's right
sounds
here.
that sounds like a good.
What other questions do you have for me?
I really do not have many questions, but I'm still a little bit concerned about how to get people attracted to the wax. Like the salespeople talk later on, right? They're attracted first to buy it. So I'm just thinking about how to position the marketing in a way that it also hints you at having a different and special feature. Like in some way, like talk to legal experts and marketing people to make sure that we can sort of reach a point where we can actually show that undercover a little bit, so that people know that they have the chance to get something better over a normal wax. And apart from that, yeah, I'll probably go through the figures and see what is the benefit analysis, and if you have a detailed plan of how you're going to target sales, and how the sales structure will be, like how the salesperson will be paid and stuff like that. So
Yep. So the compensation plan is right here too, and so I can talk a little bit about that. So we have our B2B salespeople. So they're the ones that are reaching out to our channel providers, the sales dealerships and the car washes. Since we're a startup, it's going to be fairly commission based. And we're going to target, and we're going to have some very talented people that are real go-getters to work with them. And then from our direct-to-consumer subscription model, we're going to work with an advertising agency to push out our wax brand out there, and it will be, it will be more advertising than sales there.
Got it. Yeah,
Great.
that sounds like a
So-
good plan. So let me go through the figures, and then maybe we
Abs-
can set up a meeting. I'll let you know
Absolutely. Great.
about the
Great.
product.
I look forward to talking to you
Thank
again.
you. Yep.
Bye.